Somebody's got to do it, you penis.
Yeah. What if this doesn't work?
Well, then.
Oh, well.
Here it is. What do you know? Get your ass to Mars. Mission. Wait. 15, 14, 13.
Wait.
12, 11,
I am the J-Town. Gotta have time to masturbate.
Well, I think it kind of speaks for
Mad
itself.
scientist.
He just goes completely anti-science.
Money for naughty favors. Where's that mushroom toy?
Because that mushroom head seems to get in the way.
I'm a good girl, I am.
She was what the kids would call a slut, which is a terrible thing to say, but
It's a little lippy sometimes.
apparently there's no denying she was one.
I want to apologize to all of you for what happened in there. In our competition for ratings, we all lost sight of why we got into show business in the first place.
Yeah, titties and beer.
I guess he's not being
Hey, everybody, welcome to Get Live. I am the J-Town.
I am your Miss Parker.
And today, I'm all about the sun. There.
This has been fun. This has been awesome.
There it is. You know, it's harder than it looks. That thing moves.
Yeah, he's trying to find the perfect spot. But what's cool is you can tell it's spherical.
Grandpa Cush.
It doesn't just look like a round object. It looks, a circular, one-dimensional object. It looks like a round.
It's really hard to do with one hand.
Sphere. Yeah, it is. There we go.
But there it is.
But you can, you guys probably can't see it, but there are some massive sunspots right
I
there.
think they're. Well. Yeah, Grandpa Cush taught me how to do this when I was a young man. Is that me talking? Nobody wants to hear that. There they are.
They are.
So if you're not seeing it, these guys are, that's funny because they can't hear it. How many did you count?
I think I counted like 10, but I don't think I got them all.
And these are Earth sized. This is
And theirs are like moon sized up there.
Yeah.
Some two little babies.
And then there's a couple more over here. And it's amazing how when we started watching,
there's one and there's one.
When we started watching it, they were about here, right? And so they're moving around the sun.
Yesterday, there were only like 2 of these.
Well, as of what was it, a few minutes ago, it was like this. Hold on. Where's the one you took? No, not that one. No, none of these.
I don't think I sent you what I took.
Oh, you didn't send me that one.
Only the video. And I think you're using your video anyway.
There it is.
Okay, that's the video I took.
Yeah.
So you can see this moving off the screen. You can see how fast.
Vic walks out and goes, "Whoa, that's the moon."
I know. Oh I know. That was funny. It's.
Yeah, these things are probably affecting all of our hardware right now. So anyway, welcome to the apocalypse, everybody. I am the J-Town.
And I am the nihilist.
At that point.
Bring it.
All right. Now, I had a little issue with something that happened earlier.
A little issue? It's upside down. That's
What
funny. It on my screen.
It's upside down.
Yeah.
You mean it's backwards?
It's both.
It can't be upside down because we'd be on the ceiling.
It's up. Oh, that was upside down. Okay.
How is that upside down?
Oh God.
It's funny. You wouldn't believe the ads that I've been getting up stuff like this.
Oh, I'll bet.
So this is a couple of dudes that are Green Berets, and
I'm reluctant to call them dudes because dudes are
they're pretty funny.
Nice.
They're pretty funny, but what they do is
Get
they
drunk.
do their own version of like drunk history. They get shit faced and they break down movies. And in this one, they broke down Red Dawn.
The second Red Dawn from 2012.
Yeah. So let's skip forward to right about here.
So the cop is the only one that has a plan. Everyone, the guys in the back of the truck is like, "What do we do?" And the cop's like, "Go to the cabin." that's why you need a plan. Like you have to have a plan in place before, because everyone's gonna panic. And like if this happened in today's day and age, I hate to say it, but California, 90% of you motherfuckers are gonna be like, what do we do? And then you're gonna look at fucking
You're right.
you're gonna
What
look
will
at
we
Texas,
ever
and
do?
Texas is gonna be like, listen, you fucking idiots. Like this is what we've had the plan the whole time.
50% of California now lives in Texas.
Yeah, well,
I'm sorry, Texas. You're right. What the fuck we ever do out here, California? I mean,
Yeah, we don't have any weapons at
just
all.
a bunch of
here.
left-wing pansies, right? Couldn't
Yeah,
possibly blow
we
your
use
leg off.
we use judo.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
Taekwondo. No, Tai Chi.
No, yeah,
We
Tai
defeat our enemies with Tai Chi.
Yeah.
That's how we do it. And yoga. You'd be surprised. Watch a Marvel movie.
No, I was like, well, I got long legs. I can straddle from California to Texas. Just, it's just Arizona and New Mexico. I got long legs, right?
Not to flex or anything, man.
But
'Cause
this
these are-
guy's from the San Lorenzo Valley. You think he's not armed?
No, I mean, it would be ridiculous to think that you could go up into the valley and not meet crazy amounts of resistance.
And I brought up Oakland and Richmond. You think those guys are gonna?
What do you
think
think
they're not armed in Richmond?
What's up, son? Do you out of state to purchase these firearms? No, man. They were perfectly available here when I was 18. So yeah, like, I got you.
But you're not going to shoot your dick off,
No,
right?
I won't.
That was
promise I won't
yesterday's
sit-
show.
I promise I won't sit on my own firearm. But yeah, I took offense to that. Like you talk to people I know, man.
and then you're gonna look at Texas is gonna be like, listen, you fucking idiots. Like this is what we've had the plan the whole
50% of California now lives in Texas.
Yeah, well, them too. We talk about the fact that dude from
50% of the Californians that live in Texas. And I was like, what are you talking about? You talking about soldiers? You make an exception for soldiers like you do for your rape victims when it comes to abortion?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Get the hell out of here.
Where do
man.
these guys pull their statistics?
Dude, did you know that there's like a massive red belt that runs north to south along California?
He and I
And
took-
do you think that they'd be like, oh, sorry. Do you think they'd be like, Texas, we love you?
That doesn't count.
Okay.
We took a field trip to Fresno twice last year because we're, that's our idea of fun. And yeah, there were Trump signs. Well, not Trump signs. There were like Kevin McCarthy and,
Gavin Newsom is a traitor. Give us our water back. A lot of those signs.
Yeah. So, and we didn't have to go very far. So, California, yes, it has a red belt that runs up and down it with spots of blue. And the only reason why we are able to put Democrats into the government is because high population in the cities, San Francisco and LA.
Last time I checked, we have all your Navy on this side of the world. We kind of have all your Navy. And you would have to fight yourself through a red band of crazy,
We also have all your
right.
tech.
Got all that too. We're just saying. Texas, like, dude, we're not fleeing to Texas. If there's a war, it's like, oh, okay, like, all right, housing prices don't mean anything anymore, right? Like now we're at war. Like all that stuff goes out the window. You think that Texas could fight off of California? Hell no. Just send like 1 million drones.
Like I said, we have all the tech here.
Guys, when's the chance?
Lockheed is still here, right?
Oh God, right up the road, pretty
Yeah.
much. So anyway, let's talk about Red Dawn. So this, because that's what these guys are talking about, right? Ukraine, like that's a modern day. Like this is what they're doing. This is what I found. This is great. In my Ukrainian research, I found there is a dude who was a mechanical engineer or electrical engineer. You can't hear it, don't worry.
I know, but I want to see it. It's a
You
South
will.
Park event. Streaming Wars coming June 1st.
All right.
and volunteers.
This is
Just
great.
78
So,
days ago,
This
there were
guy's
regular people.
This guy's a
doing regular
teacher
jobs.
of electrical
He then sent out
engineering.
to volunteers on the front line.
And guess what he got himself recently?
A drone?
Oh, it's a bunny.
Yeah.
No.
Bunny the
Guns.
tank.
He got some
Yeah,
guns.
so it's Bunny's a tank.
More guns.
He's got quite a carrot.
Yeah.
Bunny's got a very big stick. Tank was built 2 years ago and was, until March, in the vanguard of Russia's invasion of Ukraine.
State-of-the-art
So down
tank.
below, you see an autoloader.
He bought a
It's
tank.
also
No, he didn't buy it.
modernized to shoot.
He
more
just
like
happens to be
advanced
qualified
and,
to
like,
work on
better
it.
rounds.
He has 4 of
It
them.
can shoot guided missiles.
And
Alex was on a sniper team when he discovered Bunny, stuck and
out
abandoned in
there-
a field in March.
he was
8
out there like
days
this.
into
He's
Russia's
like,
assault.
is that a
Within
tank?
days, the tank was back in
This
action
tank. Look.
against Russians.
This is like my personal tank. I'm tank commander and tank owner.
Talking
In
about
March, he says the
Ukraine.
tank destroyed 24 Russian vehicles and 2 tanks.
We fight in like near Izum. So here we
This to me
already
was
destroyed.
absolutely fantastic. I thought that you'd make you smile.
I'm smiling.
The Ukrainians are like, they pulled the tank out of the ditch and they gave it to this teacher.
3 or 4
It's
enemy
like-
tanks like we have.
So, and
Well, Walter White took over, put out the cartel with his skills. That's not that deep of a cut, actually.
no, I
Sour kill.
Yeah,
That was in the previous couple of days when Russian forces tried to break through Ukraine's lines in the bitter battle for the east.
Showing like the thermal side.
Alex isn't a professional soldier. He's a software engineer who lived in the now
And also a
smashed
teacher.
IT
He
hub
was
of
a-
Kharkiv. His home has been destroyed.
we watched a YouTube video. He knows everything about it. I don't know.
Many Ukrainian soldiers on this front
This
line.
guy's
there's
like,
a sense that perhaps the Russians haven't yet
basically the Ukrainian soldiers right now are just like on a murder mission. They're like capture or kill every Russian that you can find, and it's brutal. It goes on to talk about there's this young lady right
For a
here.
month.
She's like,
And now she's a driver in a reconnaissance unit.
There is a lot of opportunities to be killed.
She just graduated from university.
The thing that makes me the angriest is raped children and women.
Is that something that you're afraid of happening to you?
she's like, no,
No.
I'll kill these fucking bastards in 1 second.
I can't say that I'm afraid of something like that. I'm afraid to be not useful for my country, for my people.
This is what being useful here means. Killing Russians. Russians Anna's age.
Be not useful.
Killing Russians. What's your job? I'm here to kill Russians.
You know what's amazing to me is how sweet and down to earth she sounds. She's like, I'm not worried
She's 20
about
years old. And
I'm not worried about being raped. I'm worried about not being useful to my country.
no, I love it.
I know.
Like halfway through college, and she's just like, "No." It's the real life Red Dawn. That's kind of what's happening. Like that's the way I look at it. And they're way more high tech. And so imagine if, I mean, they talk about what if that would happen here. It's so unrealistic.
I know.
We would have to be attacked by like China or Russia.
Well, that's what happened in Red Dawn, wasn't it?
Well, in the first one, it was
Russia.
Russians and Cubans through Mexico.
Okay, right?
And then the second time, they wanted to make it Chinese, but
Right.
and so they switched to North Koreans. It's like, come on.
Oh,
They
that
were
is so stupid.
like- I know.
I heard North Korea described as a gnat.
Well, these two douchebags are talking about that, so that brings us back around. Californians, not pussies. Trust me. Walk down to the beach and ask them what would happen in a Red Dawn situation. And when they cut you in half with their surfboard,
Okay, so let me just get this straight about the Red Dawn from 2012. So North Korea comes in, and do they have conventional weapons just
Yeah.
like they did in
Somehow
the first one?
it's this long thing.
So they
It would have
come,
been better if they said it was China. It would have made more sense.
yeah. So these North Koreans come in with conventional weapons, and we're not prepared for that.
Yeah, and then they have all this gear and stuff. No, the entire U.S. civilian population is fairly well armed. I'm going to go with, yeah, also probably very skilled. So Texas, when Mexico invades, we'll be over here.
And
you,
if you ask nicely,
well, yeah, you can come here.
So, you know, if I would assume that North Korea would come our way, would come to
I'm
California.
gonna have to. It's completely basically, I mean, come on, it's like North Korea. It's like they'd have to fight their way through South Korea and then beat off Japan. And then because it would be all pixelated, you know. See, I made that Pixel War.
You mean, okay. Yeah, so they'd come to California, and you know what, you fuckers? They come to California. You'd never see them.
Look,
would take care of them for you. You're welcome.
We'll beat off Japan and Texas at the same time. Beat y'all up. Does that make you uncomfortable, Texas?
No, I'm not
Is there
saying
pixels over my mouth right now.
I'm not saying Texas, we would fight with Texas. I'm saying that if the North Koreans came here, Texas would never have to deal.
I'm just saying we could beat them both off.
I'm saying, can I say it again, please, without being interrupted?
It would be almost possible.
If North Korea came here, they would come to California, and no other state would ever have to deal with them because California would kick their ass. That's my point. So they're sitting there talking out of their asses like they're big macho men, and they would never see it. They would be sitting there going, oh, North Korea. Well, maybe they're not such pussies in California after all.
No, they'd be like, you need us. And then they'd show up and we'd be like, please just go home.
We'd be like, please just go to the front lines.
We got this.
You can be our fainting goats.
We got this all taken care of.
Yeah.
Look, generally the places with the most money, they're not attacked. But we have hope.
Good for you. Good segue.
Jackson Tammy Tyne are out in Crawford Ranch, Colorado, constantly working on improving the sustainability of their farms. They care about the environment. They care about the climate change.
They care about the lube. No, they don't.
They care about you. Get some lube involved.
Hopecraft CBDs is more than 11 years in the making. They make salves, tinctures, massage oil, and candy that you can suck on to get yourself out of being uncomfortably stoned. Visit hopext.com if you are uncomfortably stoned. That's HOPEXT.com.
Enter promo code SDFUJ for up to 30% off.
And say, get with the lube, and I'm really stoned. Get me my order.
Bubblegum and dog treats.
Yeah.
So, yeah, look, I'm not discounting these guys. Obviously, Jackson was one of them. But I'm like,
he's not one of these douchebags.
He's U.S. Army.
Okay, those guys are Green Berets. Okay.
Yeah.
But they're uneducated.
Well, no, they're just drunk, first of all. But I'll give them that, whatever. But it's just like this idea that it's like they're drunk armchair quarterbacking something. And then the guy's just like, all right, so you hate California. It's like, why? Because we won't let you in? Or
because you can't afford to live here.
Afford to be here? Is that what you're pissed off about? And you got to settle for, I don't know, Galveston as a vacation?
And you're not smart enough to work in the Silicon Valley?
Hey, try Baja, California, if you can stand not saying
something racist.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll get back in a moment. Next segment coming up, we're going to talk about, what do you think, superpowers?
Sure. We can talk about superpowers and Brett Favre. You want to talk about Brett Favre?
Yeah, that too. We can do that too. We can do,
and then after that, we can talk about some dicks.
Yep. Can't get it out of your mouth, can I am ZJ Tyler.
I am your Ms. Parker.
And this
is Nothing Yet Live.
Also her, not.
But I like it to be fun.